Vaughn, what did you see as the difference maker? You guys were able to get into one possession games, but just couldn't get over that hump.
We could not get over the hump, and a big part of it was we were playing catch-up the whole night. And so the 40-point first quarter kind of set the tone. A little uncharacteristic by our group, and good to see how we respond from this. But the 40-point, then we were playing catch-up. Cut it to 10 at half. Felt pretty good that it could have been more than that, especially with the amount of points they had in our paint. Made a little response, but couldn't get over the hump.
A lot of that response happened in the third quarter. You guys were able to get those stops and outscored them 26-19. What did you like during that stretch?
Yeah, we were really pushing the pace during that stretch, and a little combination of making some shots, a few turnovers that we produced, because we really didn't turn them over throughout the course of the night. So, and then we were able to take care of the basketball, which we did at different points throughout the course of the night. So that combination worked well for us, kind of got us back in the game, and couldn't sustain it, though.
Jacque, they hit 17 for 23 they started out. I mean, how much do you chalk that up when the team starts that hot to defensive miscues on your end versus just kind of tipping your hat on some of those?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. You know, I talked to assistant coach, and they were, 70% in our paint and 60% from the field. And so they were making some shots, some tough shots off the glass, 1-foot runners. So that's part of just being good basketball players. We did have some breakdowns defensively that we were able to talk through at halftime a little bit. So it was a combination. I thought they did a pretty good job of trying to combat our reds, our switches a little bit. So tip your hat to them. They came to play. They were pretty desperate to get a win, and we needed that same desperation.
TJ?
Yeah, he got a rib contusion, so they'll take a look at him. I got no update more than that, but that illegal screen kind of produced that.
You don't expect any scans for him?
I don't know, Brian. They just told me before I walked out, and when he had checked out of the game, so I'll meet with those guys. Not sure about scans, though.
Understanding that, Vucevic is always a handful, and, they play a mid-range game that not a lot of people play. But in your mind, was that, I guess, more your guys being in tune with each other defensively or not being in tune with each other than anything that...
Yeah, and it's an interesting team when you give them, those rhythm shots. If you make a mistake, they're able to capitalize on it. So a couple times we weren't clean in our coverage, and it produced a little rhythm for them. And whether that was a offensive rebound to a corner three, or that was a IO transition where we didn't get matched up. So those things just kind of, grabbed a hold of us throughout the course of the night. It was too many of those, which was, we haven't had that many breakdowns throughout the course of the night.
Jacque, Kevin and Seth account, I think, all but one of your threes. I mean, any issues with the looks?
No, really good looks. Really good looks. We took a look at a couple of them at halftime to see were they forced to anything. Even the first play of the game, we got a good look, and so we'll take it. That's part of basketball. That's what I told the group. That's what the great thing about this thing. We have shown how to respond after a win, and we just kept winning. Now, how do we respond after a loss? That's why you don't get too high, too low in this thing, and you get ready to play the next game.
Jacque, as far as that message goes, do you give them that moment to appreciate that they just rattled off 12, or is that now in the past as far as the end of this game?
I didn't mention, but I did say, you have shown how to win and how to continue to win. Did not say anything about the month of December or stringing wins together. We never mentioned anything about the streak along the way. I think the point was, and it'll continue to be, what's important is that day's game. So I'm looking forward to that piece of our guys kind of learn a lesson from this game and then moving on and responding on Friday.
Royce was obviously out the other game, comes back this game, sick. Did you see him having any after effects of that out there too?
No, I don't think so, and I hope that he realized that I have extreme amount of confidence in him to play him 35 minutes and missed his first shot, missed his second shot, and we're going to continue to have confidence in him. I love coaching Royce, and he'll continue to be out there, and he'll get those shots, and he'll make them.